Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Sunday, March 9th, 2025. I hope you've had a great day. Let's get into the read, shall we? I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you for being here. I'm truly grateful. I love you guys. Let's get right into this read. Let's see where we're going with this. The energies are very all over the place, so just bear with me, okay? I apologize. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the white light. What's the message for the collective at this hour? Commitment. Oath, agreement, pledge, and promise. Congratulations. Let's hope it's good. Overarching energy. Bottom of the deck we have finances, money problem, work, success, and fortune. Underlying energy. So it has something to do with finances. It could be somebody that's in charge of financing. Someone's feeling tormented, anxiety, bondage, depression, troubled, depravity, tyrant, spy, misfortune, seduction. Somebody could have seduced somebody that was in charge of some sort of money here, success and fortune. Or this is somebody that has success or is supposed to have success and fortune through their work and they're having money problems. Roll the dice, take a chance, risk, leap of faith. So somebody could be a gambler or something happened here. Uninvited guest, surprise accident, big change, moment of decision, sacrifice, dedication, ritual, worship, and voluntary. So somebody has to make a sacrifice. It could be at home, for all we know. Or they try to sacrifice somebody, you or someone else. And there's a whistleblower. Damn. So somebody's making a sacrifice. They could be sacrificing their stability by whistleblowing, betrayal, report, expose, and leak. Somebody's committed to what they do, to their oath of office, maybe if there is one, a pledge that they gave, or maybe they gave a pledge to a group. It could be a secret society. So that's why they're tormented right now. Listen, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. If you made an oath of office or a pledge or a vow to a group, a job, something like that, you know what I mean? You made that pledge and that oath on the understanding that you're not going to be compromised, or your morals or your values won't be compromised, or you won't be made to break the law. So if something was done that was not right, it could have been illegal, amoral, it could be anything. Whoever you made this oath to has broken that oath to you to begin with. They compromised you. So that oath is null and void. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't feel tormented for breaking an oath and doing the right thing. I mean, look at Second World War. A lot of the people there said, well, they made me do it, blah, 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 blah. They commanded me to do it. It's the military. No, if it's wrong, it's wrong. You have to live with that for the rest of your life, with that karma, with that guilt, that shame. No, they compromised you. You didn't compromise, okay? If you don't feel like you broke an oath because somebody else broke their oath, okay? Okay, let's see. What's the T on this one? Commitment. Somebody else broke their oath, okay? And therefore is expecting you to break yours now. Or is it giving you shit for breaking it up? No. Where are we going? Commitment. If you understand what I'm saying. Thief. Rob, loss, theft, physical or emotional. So it has something to do with these finances. Someone's looking you up, researching you, studying you, and getting info. Maybe somebody's going to come and tell you the truth. Someone's crying over you, sad, hurt, and upset. Something to do with groupies here. Giving people money to come up after you, possibly. Okay? Somebody wants to give you money to shut up, or somebody got money to shut themselves up. You know what I mean? Somebody got bought off and now they feel guilty. It could be any of these things. Whatever it is, I don't know. We'll see. Commitment, thief. Where are we going with this? I don't think it's somebody committed themselves to being a thief. I, thief, make a commitment to be a bigger thief than usual. Distance, divorce, ghost, and separation. So somebody's ghosted them, or you've ghosted them, or they ghosted you because they're guilty. Yeah, you're nurturing here. You could be a mentor here. Or this could be somebody that was mentoring another person. You could have high wisdom, or this person that was mentoring them they thought had high wisdom. giving back. I was just doing them a favor as they gave to me. I thought they were very wise. They were my mentor. I looked up to them, and it turned out to be a crook. Or you could be this nurturing person. Somebody feels trapped here, stuck, no options, unforgiveness, wishful thinking, second chance, deja vu, nostalgia. They're feeling hopeful, inspired, optimistic, and success. Something to do with a glow up, you or someone else, new opportunities, new career, successful business. And somebody was very two-faced to you, double life, cheater, a backstabber. They were very toxic, drama, arguments, incompatible, and it's a family member or somebody you have a family with, blood ties, inner circle, and they feel shattered, broken, nightmares, and failures. And they're looking at the possibilities here. Follow your dreams. Or this is you. You're following your dreams. Make up your mind. Believe in yourself. And that's what you did. This is what's happening today. So they could be coming towards you today. Good vibes now in the moment. It could be somebody's birthday. Doesn't have to be. She's lighting a cigarette off of birthday candles. So we have a commitment, a thief, and distance. So somebody could have been committed to a thief in a relationship or made a vow. And now they've ghosted. There's divorce or they're being ghosted. They're separating. And now they want to come tell you the truth. Or it could be somebody that you separated with. They went against you with your family. Somebody you have a family with. You already know the tea, though. And they already know that you already know. And that's why they've ghosted you. That's why they're not talking to you. They don't know how to... Yeah, they're tired of the drama. Or you know. They know you're tired of their drama. Somebody's watching the shit go down, enjoying the gossip. They gossiped and said you were promiscuous, or they were, sleeps around, a hot free-for-all, sleeps with your man or woman. There could be a fake recording or pictures of you, announcement, expression, revealing, or they're under a recording, plotting and planning against you, or this could be somebody that you're dealing with, a family member or a past lover that is being blackmailed, or this money manager is being blackmailed. Something's falling apart. All of their lies about you are falling apart. It could be AI. It could be somebody impersonating you on film. Or they tape recorded you losing your shit because they provoked you, you know. What do you call it? Poking the bear, you know. Reactive abuse, thank you. You know, they didn't record what they did prior to you losing your shit, right? There could be a fake apology here. Somebody's a hater. They're going through a depression, or they said you were going through it. It's game over. This is a copycat. They were full of envy. They said you were doing this stuff, and or they are, okay? Or they're finding other people that look like you, but are not you. They can't replicate this if it's a past person, past partner. Obviously, somebody you have a family with, or they're working with your family to make you look bad for whatever reason. Obviously for money. There's been theft of a home, mortgage, ID, commitment, thief, distance. Already know the tea. And that's why they're keeping their distance, because you already know. They don't know what to say to you. What's the message, please, Spirit? Scam artist, love bomber, no follow through with their promises, wearing a mask, insincere. Thank you, Spirit. No communication. It's bad news. Somebody lied. They threw rocks into your hands. They felt entitled. Somebody could have lost a child, or this could be your child in the reverse here. They felt entitled. Somebody felt entitled. Not very original stories. They can't think of a story or a plausible explanation, I think, and that's why they're not talking to you right now. Yeah, they lost their job or something didn't work, or they're trying to get you to lose your job. They didn't put the effort in. Not very diligent. Not very masterful. They didn't want you working, said you weren't working. It's parting away. They're grieving and regretting. You're crying over spilt milk. Yeah. Parting ways with your family. With a group. They scapegoat you. They scapegoated you. This is no happily ever after here. Somebody's not happy that you're speaking the truth, setting boundaries, and cutting people and things out. Male or female, okay? Something about an ending. This is ending. You are the phoenix rising. This is change. There's a dark cloud over somebody's head. This could be a doctor telling somebody in the family they're gone. Or there's change. They have to change. Could be law and order. Something's over. You're innocent. There's going to be an apology, a fake apology. New beginnings. You're speaking your truth, or somebody else is speaking truth. Place the gender where it belongs with the Queen of Swords, male or female. You're very astute, you're very discerning, you're very wise, intelligent, emotionally intelligent, and intuitive. And you're not holding back. You're not sugarcoating. Why should you? It ends now. It ends with us. Maybe it has something to do with Blake Lively. I don't know. That's all you hear. Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, and Ryan Reynolds. And Taylor Swift. Something's over here. You could be a speaker. Somebody could be a professional, male or female. Somebody could have died, or you're speaking the truth about how somebody passed on. It was spell work, unalive spells they sent your way. This was a love bomber that came towards you. They could have said you had casual hookups all over the place. It was all lies. It was just a scam artist. They didn't want you having love or friendship or stability. Yeah, support. They never supported you. That's the end of their support. You're not supporting them, maybe. Yeah, somebody went to the crossroads, and/or you made that decision. You're moving forward here. They're watching you from afar. You saw through the illusions and you broke free. You peeped their game, okay? You're not toxic. You're not karmic. You detached. You practice the art of detachment. You're not bound to any devil contract or anything. They try to pass off insincerely. They made a decision to pass off a non-binding contract or something like that. They thought you were a fool at the time. Oh, we can fool them. No, they were the fool. You have a new beginning. You're innocent. Somebody's narcissist or worse, okay? They lied. They spread rumor, gossip, and slander about you. They were petty. They were cruel. They abused you, or lied and said you abused them. This is a sly fox. It's not a dog where normally it's a dog. A dog is loyal. This is a sly fox. So they were trying to pretend that they were for you, but they weren't. They were lying right to your face, using and abusing you. They're heartbroken now, or they tried to break your heart. Yeah, corruption. They were greedy and selfish and materialistic. A bully. They tried to bully you. They were working with others. Okay, they were collaborating with others. They were greedy, materialistic, unstable, and a spendthrift. Is money motivated here. Jealous, lazy, codependent. Yeah, they were malicious and ruthless and cruel. Emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable. Could be a. Could be two males, could be whatever gender, okay? It doesn't really matter, but somebody was money motivated, a bully. They were malicious, okay? Ruthless, emotionally unavailable, emotionally immature, self-serving, and self-absorbed. They could be drinking right now and in their emotions. Dangerous people. They were collaborating. It's like some sort of contract. But the contract was not binding. That's what I was picking up earlier. They could have tried to make you sign a contract, but it wasn't binding for something. Maybe you wrote duress on it, under duress. I've had to do that a few times in my lifetime, where somebody was pressuring me to sign this contract. I had to do it immediately, but they had me under duress. Okay, I felt like they were trying to rip me off, and if that ever went to court with that contract, under duress means that you were forced to sign it. Okay? Know your rights with contracts, please. It's a backfire. They're drinking and in their emotions. There's no communication. They can't move forward here, okay? So backfire. There's bad news coming. Something's been blocked. Blocking a King of Wands, or King of Wands is blocking them because they know the truth. The truth is coming out. This could be you or someone else. Male or female, you're a leader. Somebody in a power position, somebody with authority. A whistleblower, maybe. I don't know. This is the past. Blocking family. Past blocking a reconciliation. This is children, family, the past. They're having nostalgic memories. Somebody lied. There's been no truth or clarity upon a situation. There's no communication yet again. Somebody's refusing to move on. They have to cut their losses. Somebody wants to come back towards you. So they have to lie to come back towards you. Why? To fake a reunion or something. They got their eyes on something other than you, though, okay? A lot of lies, nostalgic memories. They wanted to hurt you. They want to come back. Somebody got hurt. Or worse, they wanted to take you out. This is heartless and cruel. No mercy, no compassion. They may want forgiveness. I don't know. I don't think so. They need to go and heal somewhere. This is somebody that doesn't want to heal. They might have to go into recovery or something. This is not happy. No new beginnings. No emotional fulfillment. No emotional support. No emotional intelligence, let's say. Don't want you having a new beginning. They don't want you to be loved. They don't want you to be, yeah. Psh. Somebody could be getting arrested. This is Illumination. You let go and you let God. They have to surrender here. They're acting like a martyr. They can't sacrifice you if that's what they were planning to do. Somebody else. They don't want to talk about somebody else maybe leaving this realm. This could be an arrest as well. They're feeling sorry for themselves. 4 cups. Abandoned, rejected. Something to do with magic here. They didn't listen to the urgings of the divine. Leave that magic alone. Somebody was two-faced. They were manipulative, casting illusions, very deceptive, involved with corruption, out of control. They don't have all the resources they need, so they're feeling some kind of way, right? It didn't work. There's going to be some communication. Somebody assessed the situation, or this is manipulative communication, or they set spell work through word witchery towards you in a communication, okay? To steal your money, steal your spiritual gifts, to make you miss opportunities. Or this could be somebody's finagling here, okay? Illusions, manipulating through communicating with other people. Somebody's sick, feeling ashamed of themselves. They don't want you to be seen. They could be trying to affect your money. They don't want you having wish fulfillment. They have no faith, no spiritual protection. They're feeling hopeless. Star in reverse. Somebody's bossing up, taking back their power, though. Somebody's in a position of power. They have authority, spiritual or 3D or both, or it's the same person or 2 people here, a couple. Down to earth, grounded, Queen of Pentacles, Emperor, Queen of Pentacles. I think you're in your, if male or female, doesn't matter what gender you are, but you're also very creative, down to earth. You're grounded. You know your value and your worth, right? You're hardworking, you're stable and secure, abundant, independent. Everything you touch turns to gold. The truth is out. They got to face the truth here. They got to face their shadow. They can't hide this from you any longer. So this Emperor could be somebody in authority, sees that you're stable and secure. And this could be a wife. It doesn't have to be. Just take it for whatever that is. Got to make the best decision for all involved. This is you or someone else. Could be 2 people, could be 1. Truth is out. You got to face their shadow. You can't hide this any longer. Why is the moon in reverse? Emperor in the upright. Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Moon in reverse. Where are we going with this? Please let me understand. Yeah, player energy. Somebody did something too quickly, impulsively, without thinking. Somebody's inspired to take some sort of action. They were plotting and planning. Pardon me. Could be traveling, planning to leave you out, abandon you. Or you foresaw something, so you took some quick action. They can't fool you. That's what I'm picking up. You have integrity, you have intuition, that's for sure. They can't fool you. So you already know what they're going to do before they take action, because you foresee it. You're the divine feminine right on top of the divine masculine. You're on your own. You don't trust whoever you're dealing with. This is a couple or just one person in the background here. They're going to tell you the truth. They can't hide this any longer. I just heard somebody's staff. They're inspired to take action here. They could be at a distance. They might be coming towards you, traveling towards you. Yeah, there's an investigation. You're on your own. You did the soul work. You integrated your masculine and feminine energies, your dark and light energies. You've healed. You did that soul work. You're highly intuitive and psychic. You remained emotionally balanced, stable, and mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet, male or female. You're a creator of sorts. It could be male or female. You're artistic. Through your pain, you create new life. There is an investigation here. You're highly intuitive and psychic. They're going to have to let this go. Somebody's unstable and insecure. They can't hold back from you any longer. Somebody was shit-talking you. And that's why you let them go. Secrets are now coming out. They can't hold back any longer. They have no protection. As long as they're away from you, they have no more protection. They were doing spell work. They were shit-talking you. They lost their integrity. Okay. They lost their intuition, pardon me. Lack of awareness. Secrets are now coming out. They stole a large amount of money here. They're going to lose everything. It's family discord. They stole an inheritance or a large amount of money. Seeing the truth, speaking the truth, seeing what wasn't seen before. 2 swords in reverse. Gaining clarity on this, okay? You're not mentally conflicted. If they said you're mentally unstable, you're not. You're not conflicted. Or somebody else is no longer conflicted. There's no more stalemate. You see it for what it is clearly. Somebody's afraid, okay? They have to be sat down and humbled. They lost control of a situation. They have no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. They're scared. They're spreading gossip about you. They're parting ways with a third party, a group, cult, coven, secret society. There will be no They're scared there won't be a reconciliation here. I don't know. The party's off. There's no more celebrating. No, come on. Sorry, my fault. So somebody, you let them go. The worst has happened. This is a nightmare. They're very burdened. They can't eat or sleep. They're having nightmares possibly. I feel like it's more shame here. They're burdened. It could be a fight or they're being blocked. You're standing your ground. You're divinely protected and guided. They were trying to block you. They can't restrict you any longer, or they're blocked. This could be, you could be blocking something. It could be online. It doesn't have to be. You're not worried. You let them go, or they release something. Blocking the release of something. They have to let go of a home. Marriage. Stability. A business. The party is over. Removing all obstacles. They can't restrict you any longer. They were trying to make you look unstable. This is justice. Congratulations. Ending a cycle to begin a new one. Lessons have been learned. It could be online. Somebody got bribed, tempted, blackmailed even, to break the law. This is corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority. Crooked judge or leader. Lying, cheating, and or stealing. They broke the law, right? It could be a warlock as well, under some sort of illusions, you know, casting illusions, lying, cheating, and or stealing, doing stuff in the dark, no truth or clarity, somebody's sick, not happy. This is an investment. There's proof and evidence of something. They underestimated you. Gold digger, cloud chaser. This has changed. They wanted your destiny. This has changed. This is divine timing here. You're very fortunate. Male or female, you're standing in your power. You go your own way. You're bold. You're unafraid. You're a warrior. You're a leader. You're divinely protected. Somebody wanted to attack you, spiritually or physically or both. Or something's happening very quickly. Fast communication, fast action. You're communicating something. And you're hammering it home, I think. People are... It's what I think is... Whatever you're communicating, because you have authority here, an authoritative a position, spiritually, or 3D or something. This could be the police coming through. Somebody's been exposed. This is public humiliation. This is, they're hiding from the public. Maybe they're hightailing it out of Dodge. False contract. It was all one-sided. Parting ways with karmics. Again, poor decisions. They have to have they're reaping the consequences to those poor decisions. There's no peace, harmony, or contentment. They're in debt. They're in big-time debt. They bore false witness against you. Could be divination abuse as well. They were willing to do whatever it took to win. People in the background are looking ashamed of themselves. Whatever they were throwing towards you is coming back to them. Those arrows he threw towards you is right where he is, okay? They're feeling rejected, abandoned. They wanted you to feel that way. They're immature and insincere. Could have lost a child. They're having an emotional outburst. They're not sorry. They wanted you alone. You know you can't trust this person. They're on their own. They lied. They spread rumor, gossip, and slander. They were petty and they were cruel. They were jealous and they abused you. Targeted you, stalking you, hating you, trolling you, whatever this is. Troublemaker. Yeah. They wanted you to look unstable. They wanted to hurt your money. You were getting paid or paying others, okay, to do that. To try to stop things, to intercept your money here. So you would look like you're out in the cold at a lack and a loss, but it's them. You avoided all of this. They wanted to ruin you. Stop you from moving forward in life. But it's them. They're ruined. They can't overcome this. They don't want to take accountability. Trying to stop your wish fulfillment. You are wish fulfillment. What are you talking about? You're at peace. You're healed. You're not taking on their burdens. You're unburdened. And they're in trouble. They can't move on. They're in trouble. Okay? They can't escape this. They're digging in their heels. They don't want to move on, but they're going to have to cut their losses here because this is somebody that's committed some sort of financial fraud on you. They wanted a life of luxury off your back. Maybe they wanted you to come back so you could provide for them. They didn't want you moving on in life so you could provide for me. They really wanted you to look unstable. They said you were crazy. You had addictions. These people went too far, okay? They went overboard. There's no peace or harmony where they are. They're sick or unstable right now. This wasn't fair. They're under divine judgment. You overcame, persevered, put up some boundaries. They're blocked off from you. They got an STD because they were juggling you. Or they claimed you gave them an STD because you were juggling them. You're quite balanced here. They're trying to play games, mind games here, power plays. You took the high road. You walked away with your head held high. You're not engaging with these assholes. They're all fighting, finger pointing, blaming one another because maybe they were all sleeping with one another and spreading this. You know what I'm saying? So who's the hoe bag here? It was them, it's not you. So you're a boss, a leader of sorts, okay? Somebody wanted to pimp you out, maybe. Get their hand on their wand all the time. Again, the lantern's not lit, or is it? It's just barely, you can barely see it. But this could be also you, male or female. You bossed up, all right? You're a leader. You protect and defend. You're confident and carefree and protected, and you take calculated risks because you know you can afford it. You're innovative. You protect and defend the underdog, or somebody else is coming in to protect and defend you. This could be the whistleblower, okay? Commitment, oath, agreement, pledge, and promise. Something to do with financing here. Money, problems, work, success, and fortune. Looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting info. This is a thief. Trying to get into your electronics, maybe, hacking, rob, loss, theft, physical or emotional. There's a distance here, divorce, ghost, separation, nurturing, mentorship, wisdom, giving back. You're a nurturer. You give back, they don't. You're tired of the drama. You already know the tea. You don't need their bullshit. I can feel it. I'm just at a loss right now. I'm just done. Let's get this. Are we ending this, please, for the collective? That's our please, Spirit. Are we ending this? This could also be the whistleblower that's done with the drama. They look at you like a nurturing person. You already know the tea. Maybe they don't already know that, but once they come and speak to you, they'll find out. Yeah, you already knew the tea. How can you be so calm? Well, there's nothing I can do about it. I just had to wait for it to catch up. The divine told me just to heal, do what I have to do. So if you're still in that waiting period, it feels like you're stagnating, you're not. This is your chance to heal, rise, elevate, work on what you're supposed to work on, work on your health, work on your home, work on whatever you're working on, your projects, experience life. Maybe you weren't able to do stuff that you always wanted to do. Go to a museum, go to an art show, whatever, right? And go alone. Don't be afraid to go alone, even if you are. Go sit at a restaurant you always wanted to go to. Oh, I haven't gone because I can't go. I don't have anybody that wants to come with me. Well, go alone. Don't be afraid. Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? Thank you. The altar priestess, so they were doing magic against you. Preparation, prayer, sacred rituals. 39, they wanted to sacrifice you. They're going to have to sacrifice one of their own. They don't want to let go of you. This is a waste of time. The Hawk Prince in reverse. So this was an injustice. This is spirit communication in reverse. Paying attention. Started, oh, wow. So they weren't paying attention. They're blocked off. They weren't listening to spirit. Maybe they were claiming, oh, spirit told me to do it. No, they're listening to the other side. You know what I'm saying? Spirit will never tell you to break the law or hurt another person. They're demonic, maybe. I don't know. So the Diamond Dreamer in reverse, 6. Lovers in reverse. Parting ways, one-sided, false contract, consequences. Didn't use their higher wisdom. There's no peace or harmony here, or contentment. A union is not. It's falling apart. Could be a partnership, could be love, could be family, could be friend. Diamond Dreamer in reverse, material wealth. They're not coming into their material wealth. No true prosperity here, because that indicates to me that, you know, the prosperity that they gained, the temporary money they gained off of this wasn't true. It wasn't theirs, right? It wasn't meant for them. So they can't hold on to it. They certainly can't invest it. How are they going to explain it? Oh, they gave me $10 million as a gift. Meanwhile, you're living hand to mouth? I don't think so. Who's going to pay the taxes? You know what I'm saying? Lady of the gift. Yeah, you didn't give him that gift. Right? 20, under divine judgment. That's already gone and went. This is karma. Okay? Lack of awareness, acceptance, accountability. They misjudged you. They judged you harshly based off of lies. They're going to be judged harshly based off of the truth here in a court of public public opinion, and definitely by the divine. This is no second chances. This is karma. Poor decision making here. So it's 39, Ultra Priestess. The stage is set and the world is waiting for you to take your place in sacred meditation and prayer. As your ally, the Altar Priestess brings the ritual of reverent interaction with the mundane world. You're being required now to see everything as sacred, all of life as a meditation, and every action as a prayer of devotion. When you're able to perceive the world in this way, your question will lead you to the appropriate answers. So go within, okay? If all is sacred, how can anything be wrong? Ask how you can shift your consciousness to see your circumstances through the eyes of the divine, and you will realize how perfect and sacred everything is right now. Now, this was obviously a learning experience. We are here to learn and elevate. On a higher level, you could understand why you had to go through what you went through. It doesn't take listen, we're not minimizing the pain you gone through, okay? That's not what this is about. It's to look at it from a higher perspective where you could do better, be better for the rest of your life. It's meant to redirect you and set you on path. 11 in reverse. The Challenger. The Hawk Prince challenges you to pay attention and listen to the warnings being sent your way. Are you pushing forward in spite of others' cautionings about the direction you're headed? Are you refusing to listen to your own inner voice? Red flags are waving in the breeze, and you're being challenged to heed their message. When the Hawk Prince descends as your challenger, it's an indication that something isn't quite right. Don't worry, though. He always arrives just in time for you to let go of your old ideas and begin again. Spirit only wants the best for you. So this person's going to have to give up everything they acquired through this fraud and or this ruse and start over again. Their life won't look the same anymore. You know, having that money, the comfort, showing off, you know, the clothes, the cars, the trips, the bitches, the babes, the jewelry, whatever this is. They're going to actually have to work. Maybe they're of an age thinking, oh, I can finally retire. And they might not be able to retire. They might have to go back out to work, but at least they're paying their dues, their karma. Right? Either way, they're going to have to pay their karma. So it's good just to make peace with it, to know, okay, I get it. I understand why I'm getting my karma. Hey, I've been there. I got karma before, and I went, yeah, I know why I'm getting that. It's exacting. It's precise. You know exactly why you're getting it, too. And you can't refute it. Yeah, I did do that. Yeah, I deserve it. You know what I mean? Maybe they wanted to switch things around and have you take on their karma. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Challenger. The Diamond Dreamer challenges you to address your perception of the power of materialism. Do you focus on the material world above all else? Have you become hypnotized by the notion that it's the only reality? Have you grown too attached to stuff, quote unquote? Have you come to consider wealth only to be I can't speak today. Have you come to consider wealth only to be the accumulation of worldly goods? That's not wealth. Good health is wealth. Love is wealth. Happiness is wealth. Longevity, you know what I mean? Being at peace is wealth. That's the new wealth anyways. Now is the time to find value in wealth and the intangible spiritual experience. Before anything is seen reflected in the manifest world, it originates in the unseen, the spiritual, and the divine mind. Be careful what you wish to manifest, for you may not want to pay the price of keeping it once you get it. The Diamond Dreamer also reminds you that disappointment and disillusion are sometimes the way home to the truth of what's best for you. He may be here to tell you that when you don't get what you want, it's being withheld from you because something better is in store. Be compassionate with yourself and others at this time. Let the Diamond Dreamer lead you to the highest dreams of your perfect purpose and true prosperity. When you get on path and you know where you belong and what really truly belongs to you, nobody can take from you. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're a taker and if you're materialistic, remember this old saying, and it's true, I can't remember who said it. What you own owns you. You have to keep juggling, you keep finagling, hustling to keep it going. You see it on TV all the time, right? Those desperate, the housewife shows. You see them. They're hustling for money. They're desperate. Oh, don't kick me off this season. I have to come back next season. I got bills to pay. It's quite thirsty, actually. Sometimes I watch it, yes. It's a guilty pleasure. Yeah, you're no longer waiting for this person. Somebody's very prideful. Or maybe this person's no longer waiting and they're going to turn themselves in or give up the ghost. Or I don't know. Whistleblow. So this is poor boundaries. Someone's very insecure. Obsessive, maybe. Somebody's considering something. Let's do that again. How are we ending this, please? You're very confident. Or they're confident that you're not interested. This person won't change. Or maybe that's what they're confident that you won't be interested in them because you're going to think this person won't change. They're nothing but trouble. Somebody's pretending here, okay? They play games. I don't know which way that went. One more, and then we'll close it down. It's not a maybe. If it's a maybe in the reverse, it's a no, right? Oh, they're going, but maybe they're vacillating. Maybe they'll be compassionate and give me a break, blah, blah, blah. They're undecided whether they want to do this or not. It's innovative. They find you innovative. You are innovative, charismatic. And maybe that's what they think they are. I don't know. Intelligent. They got you wrong, obviously, right? Somebody's not physically fit, so they could be sick, and that's why they're doing this. A Gemini, you or them. It's family issues. They're trying to keep you distracted, or they're trying to keep themselves distracted, or they're trying to distract an Aquarius, or you are an Aquarius. Be a Gemini and an Aquarius having sexual relations, family. I was picking that up as well. Financial burdens here. Okay? Family oriented. Well, my burdens are your burdens, aren't they? No, that's your burdens. Somebody's considering something. Will you consider just let me get away with murder? No. I work hard at it. It's a Capricorn. There's another family member here. Somebody's health again is waning. You're not going to reconsider. They're stressed. Maybe it's the courts, a judge, or somebody, or an institution is not reconsidering this. They thought this was going to be a safe bet. It's a big fall for some big people here. Pisces, you or them, or we're in Pisces season now. You have a lot of great willpower here. You're a Virgo, or they are, and you're not waiting. You're not grieving either. They're grieving. You're not going to grieve. They're cautious here. Maybe you grieved enough. Maybe you cried enough tears over these people. It's about time they start crying tears over you. Right? Hope you liked the reading. Until next time, take care.